Hey all, J-Man here. Let's talk about Godzilla Minus One. This movie was a bloody, fantastic masterpiece. I'm gonna go through it. I'll use my space system, but I'm telling you, it's gonna blow your mind. I just want to say really quickly, I've been a Godzilla fan my whole life, literally from childhood. I have a childhood Godzilla toy. I think it's from 1982 or something like that. So like from when I was like 5 or 6. Yeah. So I love Godzilla from day one. I own every movie that you could have owned on VHS, and then I bought every movie on DVD, and then I bought every movie on Blu-ray. And as they come out on 4Ks, I'm sure I'll be getting those as well. I try to get all the editions that come out, even some duplicates of some because I love it so much. And I have Godzilla books. I have just coincidentally just I have little Godzilla on my shelf here. I have like an enormous amount of Godzilla stuff. Like that's just a little bit. Like I mean, there's too much to put. I've got posters, original posters, tons of stuff. So I love Godzilla. I am biased on Godzilla, so I even like the American Godzillas. So and I've got the, I don't know if you can tell. Where is he? Oh, he's over there. There's the Shogun Warriors Godzilla with the hand that pops out. So I had that from childhood too. So anyways, I don't want to. Okay, so that's that. Let's talk about it. I'm very biased against Godzilla. I'm talking fast because I'm so excited. I just came back. I'm like blown away. My mind is going crazy. There will be no spoilers, so no spoilers for this one because there's stuff to spoil. The storyline, 2 out of 2. Pacing, 2 out of 2. The artistry, 2 out of 2. The characters, 2 out of 2. Enjoyment, 2 out of 2. I'm giving it 10 out of 10 there. 2-minute video, 10 out of 10. If you want to continue listening, there will be no spoilers, but just to kind of justify that, the story here, I've never seen them handle such a great story. They made this such a personal story. It's about this one pilot who is a kamikaze, and circumstances, stuff happens. He doesn't actually commit suicide. He doesn't actually like fly the jet and commit suicide. He lands on this island. Godzilla appears within like 10 minutes. Okay, but there's a little bit of an asterisk, so it's not a spoiler. He appears within the first 10 minutes. And the one other thing I'll say is that it's a period movie. It takes place in the 40s. The whole movie's in the 40s. I actually didn't know that going in, so it actually made it a little bit more exciting for me because I thought, oh, this will be really neat. Minus one. Right? Duh. So anyway, I'm not going to talk more about the story because I don't want to give things away, but it is so personal to this one character. It's his story. They've managed to make it a story that's very small and focused, but then just the epicness is there because of the way of the Godzilla parts. And there is no other monsters. It is just Godzilla. So, but we knew that, so this isn't really spoiler territory. But yeah, the pacing, it's 2 hours. It flies by. There is at least, for sure that I can remember counting, 4 Godzilla appearances, and they're like long appearances. Like it's not just like you're going to wait around forever. In the first half an hour, a lot happens. In the first hour, even more happens. They also do a lot of things where, they damage Godzilla and things happen. And you're like, oh, that's so cool. They're showing this. So you've seen there's new aspects to Godzilla that it all seems new, fresh and new. And I hate using these terms that everyone uses when they review movies because it's just like, oh, it's another generic review. But that's why I gave you my Godzilla background. I'm not just saying it just for clicks or whatever. I'm legitimately passionate about this. And I do love all the Godzilla movies, even the cheesy ones. So, obviously take that with a grain of salt, right? I'm going to be a lot kinder. But yeah, it's done so well. Artistry, 2 out of 2. They play the Godzilla, the theme music when Godzilla appears. And it's super like bass. They really pumped it up. Godzilla looks awesome. He is very scary. This is the scariest Godzilla. I thought Shin Godzilla was pretty scary. And he is pretty actually creepy. He's a bit creepy. Actually, I find that Shin Godzilla is a bit creepy. This one is like just scary. You're like, oh shit. Like you're almost like, I don't want this guy to appear. And there ain't no people. Oh, we've evacuated the city. So Godzilla is a Godzilla sighting. We've evacuated everyone. They didn't evacuate nothing. Like people are getting destroyed. in this movie. Like when Godzilla charges his atomic breath or whatever, it's not pretty. Shin Godzilla, when he used that purple thing and he just like incinerated everybody, that was pretty cool too. But this is just like another level of destruction. Okay, I don't even know what to say. It's crazy. Characters, wow. Probably I would really have to think this through and go through every movie, but I'm gonna say, and I hate saying this for whenever it's a new movie, I hate this. I hate when everyone's like, oh, this new one is one of the best ones. Like everyone always says that kind of crap, and it's usually like, yeah, right, you know. But this one really kind of is. The characters, these are the best characters in any Godzilla movie in terms of the human characters. I really felt a lot for all of them, all of the characters in this movie. This is the first movie that I teared up in. First Godzilla movie that I actually got emotional. I've been emotional for some other Godzilla movies just because of the situation or whatever. And I do feel sad when Godzilla is like melting to death in Destroyer or Destroy. I do feel a bit bad for him there. But not like, you know, I mean, there's another Godzilla movie, so he's back, right? This is just like really emotional with like the characters, the performances. This is a legitimate movie, and I think Godzilla movies are legitimate movies, but people don't take them seriously. Even the ones that are really exceptional, and there's a few really exceptional ones. I happen to love them all, but I think this one might break through to the norm, because the first Godzilla movie, that first ever one, that wasn't just I like this kind of genre stuff, so I'm going to watch a monster movie. That really broke through to the mainstream where people were like, wow, this is a legit movie. It's very scary, has a point to make. This one, they changed things around a little bit with the story. Keep that in mind. It's not exactly a remake or whatever. It is different than the first movie. A lot of the other movies that had come out, especially in the Millennium series, they would reference the first movie, like, you know, Mechagodzilla or Godzilla Against Mechagodzilla, and then Tokyo SOS. It's like the bones of the original Godzilla are used to construct Mechagodzilla. This doesn't really reference anything. This is literally a standalone, on its own movie. I guess you can say, is it a reboot? I mean, what's Shin Godzilla? Is that a reboot, right? So, and this does not continue from Shin Godzilla either. I'm not sure what happened with that. I don't want to research too much, but anyway, characters 2 out of 2, obviously the enjoyment factor. I love this movie. I will definitely see it again. I'm definitely buying it on friggin' 4K. That's for damn sure. I'm going to have to buy a new Godzilla toy because anytime Godzilla comes out and he looks different, gotta buy him. So I got 2 Shin Godzillas. Definitely got to get this one for sure. I mean, I'm blown away. I don't know what to tell you. If for some reason you are debating whether you should see this or not, you need to go see this in the theater now. Right now. Do yourself a favor and go see it. And if you're a Godzilla fan, you're probably going anyways, but this is a super must-see. I cannot stress this enough. Whatever you might think of me and my opinions on other stuff, and maybe you don't agree with me all the time. If you're a Godzilla person, you must see this. If you're not a Godzilla person and you're thinking, what the heck are these people talking about? Like, what is this Godzilla stuff? You should for sure go see this one. Why not? Go watch them all. I met people at the theater that I've never met, new people, just random people talking, and we started talking to each other. Guy and his son was there. The kid's like, I love Godzilla. And he watched them all, the old ones. And he's not sitting there thinking, oh, this is a bunch of cheese and whatever. And this kid, I'm sure he's got Nintendo Switch or PlayStation 7, or I don't know what I literally don't know what PlayStation they're on. And maybe is it 5 or is there 6 now? I don't know. I literally don't know. This is a kid who's young and playing all this stuff, and he can go back and watch these old Godzilla movies, right? So, you know, anyone can go back and watch them. They're pretty available. And, but if you're trying to see what's the hype about, go see this movie. Let me know in the comments what your thoughts are. Am I crazy? Like, this is 10 out of 10 for me. This is like a masterpiece. So let me know how pumped you are in the comments, and we're going to go from there, guys. If you like, my space system and the way I conduct myself, give me a like and consider subscribing, share the video. You know all the stuff that everyone asks you to do. So that's it. Until next time.